Good morning, my name's Ethan. It's March the 16th today. We just finished morning chores, so today we're going to be running down the road to get a load of big square bales that we're buying. But since we're down a tractor, we're going to have to use one of the open station tractors to do it. But it is 6 degrees Celsius outside today, which is nice. Anyway, I'm going to go home, have breakfast, and then I'm gonna see about getting a load of bales and which tractor I picked to do that. Alright, it's after breakfast now. We just texted the guy that owns the farm that we pick up bales from, asking what time we can go to get them. And he said as soon as possible. So we're gonna run and grab them. I do have to top this tractor off with hydraulic oil. I think it's leaking a bit from the loader, just a touch. But the manure spreader, every tractor we put on it runs low on hydraulic oil, so the manure spreader's also leaking. So with that, we're gonna get after it and get to it. Alright, so the reason why we're using the 6430, if you haven't figured it out or haven't seen the video, this tractor's getting injectors and blower motors replaced, so that's why we're using 6430. Anyway, I got the 6430 parked outside and I'm gonna fuel it up and get ready to go. Dyed diesel for agricultural use, so we're filling it up. Might as well leave with a full tank, even though it probably won't even drop any by the time we get there and come back. It's not that far of a trip, but we'll get it done. Alright, we got the wagon hooked up to the tractor. We're gonna head out. So this is our dairy barn, but we're gonna start driving. We can only go 20 miles per hour with this transmission. It's not the nice road gear one, so it's gonna take a little bit longer today, but we'll make it work. Keep you guys updated, but it might be a little too loud for you guys to hear. But anyway, let's get to it. Alright, not sure if you can hear me, but we're on our way now. So, making pretty good progress. 20.5 miles per hour. But the stack is rubbing against the loader still, so it's kind of making a bit of a noise, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. Anyhow, got a raccoon on the side of the road up there. See him like right there. Oh, he's moving. So, anyway, it's much slower, but making do. Got the work tunes on and we're just kind of going for it. That extra 6 miles per hour sure makes a difference, I'll tell you that. 32k versus 40k an hour is definitely a difference. But yeah, it's not too bad out here, which is nice. We're just gonna make it there, grab the bales, come home and unload. Alright, we're almost there. We're coming up on a little bit of a hill, but we're not loaded, so, but this tractor does sound okay under load. So, sometimes you'll hear the turbo whistle, although the exhaust is being a bit of a pain today, hitting the side of the loader, so might not actually hear it get to work. But, yeah. You can see speed's starting to drop a bit. But got a stop sign coming up anyway, so right up top, there's the stop sign. So, kind of sucky, you gotta stop at the top of a hill, but it is what it is. Up the hill on this side, and then down it on the other side. side really isn't that steep. But yeah, we'll be there soon enough. Alright, we're coming up on the farm now. It's just the barns there that I read. That's the farm to pick up the bales at. Nice. I don't even think it took us 25 minutes to get here, even though we were just driving slower with a 30 km/h transmission versus 40. But anyhow, we're gonna get loaded up and get home. Alright, we got a full load. Here, I'll show you the load. Just let me flip the camera. Got a full load back there of big square bales. How many do we got? I'd have to think how many we actually got now, but we got a full load of big square bales and we're headed home. We need one more load next time, or at least one more load after this. We've been told that he's got enough hay to give us one more, so that's good. But yeah, so definitely it's not too much weight for this tractor, but it gives it a little bit of a workout. So yeah, well, we're gonna pick up a little more speed and head home. So once we get home, we gotta unload it. Yeah, but yeah. You can kind of hear the tractor work a little bit, but yeah, this is a gravel road that we're on because we're in, if you're local, we're in Brant County right now. So, but after this road, all the roads will be paved for the rest of the way home. So, but yeah, they don't always clear gravel roads so well, but we'll make do. It's not even that bad really, but yeah. Anyhow, I'll let you hear the tractor work on that one big hill, and maybe there's a nice hill on our road that'll make it work, but I'll keep you updated if anything crazy happens. Alright, we're coming up on that hill. Not sure if you can hear me because it's gonna get pretty loud, but this is the hill that's got a stop sign at the top. But yeah, a lot of people just bomb that stop sign. You can see that white car just did. We're probably gonna bomb it slowly too, just because of how much weight we got. Because if we, yeah. Anyway, gonna be working the engine brakes a little bit on the way down. No one's here. So the whole reason the stop sign's here though is because people used to go 70 kilometers per hour over this hill and there's an accident there. So it's, yeah. But it's gonna be this, sending it down. Working the brakes a little bit to keep it from going into overdrive. Because, yeah, it's a lot of weight to lose control of. You can see you just put your foot on the brake, but Just like that, we're at the bottom of the hill. I wasn't even touching the gas pedal there, and the engine brakes will just kind of help hold the tractor back because it's a manual transmission. So, yeah. But that's pretty much the most interesting part of this whole thing. The rest of the ground's all pretty flat. There's a few small hills, but nothing will ever be as interesting as that, where you gotta kind of brake a little bit on the way down and help the engine from over revving. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Alright, we're in the home stretch. The barns are just right up there. So we got our last little hill. Not really too much, but I just figured I'd kinda do the last little bit of a section here. It's actually really nice when it just don't have to push the gas and it's just going. But anyway, last little hill here. That's the land we've been clearing. I do have some drone footage of that. Maybe this spring I'll put it together or something, but we'll have to see what I do. But yeah, the land on both sides of the road here are ours. That house isn't, that house is our neighbors. But yeah, this is pretty much the home stretch. Anyhow, we're gonna go home. We're gonna see what time it is because I haven't even checked the time, and then we're gonna unload the bales, and then I probably got to do a bunch more paperwork and whatnot this afternoon, scholarship applications, stuff like that. Alright, so we gotta stack up the bales here in the back of the dry shed. We're gonna have to move that part bale and this tractor out. But there is the tractor and the bales with the silos by it, but yeah, that's what we gotta do. We gotta put them in here, so. Alright, so I've gotten all of the bales stacked in the back of the strife shed. Move the tractor out there, but there'll be room for it to go right here. So, once again, we're all stacked up on big square bales, which is awesome. We've just been feeding these to the baby calves in the heifer barn. But, well, I call them baby calves, the youngest pen in the heifer barn. But we might start feeding them to the close-up dry cows too, but we'll see. Alright, we've gotten the back of the dry shed organized. Can pull out either tractor, so that one's no longer blocked in the corner when we park straw chopper. So that's an improvement. Anyway, we're going to put the wagon back now in the other tractor we're going to use for another job after. But yeah, it's just nice we can get around the back of this dry shed. No problem now. Alright, so this next job is we got to fill up both of these buggies. So they both got to go to that main dairy barn to get filled up and brought back here. But it's a little bit quicker to move both of them with the loader tractor than it is to move them one by hand. And it's also a little bit quicker and easier to bring them back with the loader tractor than to do that by hand. So that's what we're gonna do next. Alright, so we got this feed buggy filling up. In the meantime, I'm gonna start sweeping the barn because everything's getting to be a mess. And, well, I don't like it when things are a mess, so I'm gonna start cleaning while I fill up that buggy and while I fill up this buggy. And I also gotta fill up that buggy all out of this bin. So, a lot of waiting. so we can do a lot of sweeping. Alright, so we got one buggy full. We're working on filling the second one. It's almost full. Then we got to fill this third one. So we're making pretty good progress sweeping. We're, well, up to, yes, hello. We're up to, right there, you can see where the broom is. We had a water leak, too, that I had to fix, which was unfortunate because I didn't notice it. But anyway, we're gonna set this buggy off and call it full. Then we're gonna start filling the big one. Alright, the third buggy's almost full. And I have swept, I think is the word, this whole side of the barn. We are now gonna give each cow a scoop of grain out of this buggy on top of what's left of the TMR. It just helps them to eat a little bit better. So that's what we're gonna do next. But 3 grain buggies full of grain. So those 2 have to go to the heifer barn, and then this one just stays in this barn to give grain to the calves in here, and to give grain to the cows. I don't know, my mind just blanked out there, but there we go. Alright, so each of the cows now have a scoop of grain. I'm gonna keep going around the barn sweeping for a little bit longer, but we give them all a scoop of grain to help them eat their TMR, and they really like it. So that's what's happening now, but we're gonna go around and keep cleaning the barn. But yeah, bunch of happy cows. This is the area we're gonna clean next. Alright, so we've cleaned this back up a little bit. We gotta put these plates back over the gutter boards yet. We like to drive on the steel plates across instead of on these boards, because when you drive the feed cart across the boards, it breaks the boards and falls through. So if we have one of them steel plates there, spreads out the surface area and you don't fall through. So I'm gonna put these back over top. Now we're done this back part, we gotta go down that side of the barn. So yeah, if you can't tell, all the cows around here are extremely friendly. But anyhow, alright, so now I got this side of the barn swept. I need to learn to say swept, but yeah, it's feeding time, which you can tell the cows are pretty low on feed, but I'm gonna start feeding. But yeah, the barn certainly does look much cleaner when it is swept out. I also opened up, you can see them, we call them clear view windows, they're on cranks. Opened all of them up a little bit to let in some fresh air, because it's a beautiful day. Although having said that, we're supposed to get rain tomorrow and snow over the weekend, but sure is nice having a barn that's all clean in front of the cows. But it's time to feed cows. I do have a wheelbarrow up there I gotta move as well, that's why I came around. But feeding time. Alright, so I've been feeding cows, but I got that them 2 buggies brought over, so we're done that job. I got 1 load of feed mixed up and ready to feed out too, but I stopped to do this job. This is going to be the end of the video, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'd show you feeding, but I got a 4-H meeting to go to tonight, and I think this video is going to be pretty long already, so I really don't want to drag it out too long, because if it's too long, it takes a long time to edit. And also, half-an-hour videos, you know, people only watch 15 minutes versus 15-minute videos, people watch 15 minutes. So, anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless. Have a good night. Like, comment, subscribe.